Hello and welcome to the April update from the Tau team. You're here with me, Fola, and without further ado, let's get into your Q&A questions. The first question is from Bono, and they ask, how does the team see the future knowledge market prosper with ChatGPT being here now and advancing itself in a rapid pace? Why should the average person go the Tauchain-Agoras route when for $20 a month, you already have access to ChatGPT, which is very simple in usage and answers majority of questions had?
So ChatGPT is a language model that is trained on language data, and therefore, given an input string, it will return to you the most likely continuation of this input. And because ChatGPT is trained on such a large data set, it appears that ChatGPT actually understands what you feed it. But the fact is, if you ask ChatGPT anything about logical deduction, you very quickly realize that it fails to do so. And in particular, ChatGPT does not have any sense of logic used to represent the knowledge. So what makes Tau different is that we input the knowledge within a logic, and this enables us to reason about this knowledge, to really understand what this knowledge represents, to derive fact. On top of that, the logic we are developing is able to express software specification aspects. So in ChatGPT, you cannot reason about programs in any reliable way, whereas if you write code in Tau, you will get software that is provably correct what you inputted as the specification. That's a feature that ChatGPT will never achieve on the current route on language models.
So for example, if you want to tell something like ChatGPT, never do something unless certain criterion apply from AI safety point of view, and then you give it another command that contradicts what you said before, so to do some unsafe thing, to reason about it correctly, this no ChatGPT and no one knows how to do. Only us know how to do this.
Yeah, and to elaborate, I look at AI safety in three ways. One is the correctness of the software. You need to be able to get a proof that the software that you create is accurate to your description. And then two, if you was to ask ChatGPT to build you some safe software, it wouldn't know what to do, right? If you was to say, I want something that's safe, well, you need to be able to define what safe means to you. So that's something that you're actually able to do on Tau. So you'll be able to say, for example, safe to me means do not send private data over the network. So three is security. So you need the ability to keep your software correct and safe according to your definitions of safe. And with Tau, you're able to do that. You're actually able to keep your software free from updates that include any undesirable behavior according to your definition of safe. So if you received an update, for example, permitted the usage of sending user private data over the network, the software itself would reject that. So that's something that you get on Tau that ChatGPT won't be able to do. The next question is from Lee, and they ask, as I understand, the team doesn't engage a market maker or provide liquidity on Uniswap because of legal matters. Why is it that when there are so many projects doing this without a problem? It's what a lot of people look at when supporting a lesser known crypto. Typically, a crypto team would also set aside some coins to reward Uniswap liquidity providers. I guess the best answer for that is, well, we've been advised from our legal team that that is something that we shouldn't be doing, and we stick to our legal team when it comes to making decisions. The next question is from Alice, and they ask, team said they won't add liquidity on Uniswap due to legal reasons, but I've seen many other projects adding a few $1 million liquidity to the pool, and it never seems a problem. Could the team reconsider about it? The thin liquidity is really a concern for future serious investors. Now, we look to build liquidity in Agoras organically. As you know, we're building out the new site, and we're preparing a lot of marketing for the rest of the year. And that's how we would facilitate liquidity in Tau, so Agoras growing. The next question is from Sir Andrew, and they ask, if 100 users, Group A, agreed that the next version of Tau should be version X, and 100 users, Group B, disagree and wants version Y, will user B still get what he wants, yes or no? Will he be outcast where he creates his own chain, then as time passes, together with other future users that wants version Y?
Yeah, that's a delicate point, because ultimately no one can prevent anyone from running any code they want on their computer. So yes, that user will be able to always run whatever they like, but they might be disconnected from the chain. Yeah. So there should be some incentive for for people to stay on chain. And aside of that, there are changes that don't affect the whole network, and then no one cares what people do locally. So ideally, this should be detected and supported. So it is all about the specific rules that the users will put on the network that should, of course, incentivize people to not split the network.
Thanks, Ahad. And the last question is from Sir Andrew, and they ask, hello at TML Playground. One, the folder, it's a bit of it's a link, arif/mul1.tml. It looks like it's performing multiplication, but what do the results mean? And two, in layman's terms, what is state block Sudoku game example trying to show about TML?
So the mul1.tml, it tries to find all multipliers fitting into the arithmetic equation. And so far it shows correct results, but it adds some other results which are not correct. This seems to be related to how we encode numbers and to their bit size. And we are currently working on enabling new features like type resolution, which changes the management of bit sizes and how we encode numbers. And this should fix this issue. And the second question was about the Sudoku program. Some time ago, I wanted to learn how to write more complex programs in TML, and I wanted to demonstrate some complex programs. So I've chosen to solve Sudoku, which is well known, and there are many different algorithms to solve it. So I tried several approaches to see how they can be implemented and how TML can handle it. So that's the reason why they are contained in the regression tests.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Tomasz, and thank you, Sir Andrew, for your questions. Now, we're going to try something new for the next month's questions. You can feel free to send video questions in. So if you want to send in something from yourself, or you want to share your screen and try to use TML and ask some questions about it, then please do. We're accepting those now. And again, thank you so much for your questions, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.